How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Sword of the Evening, and we're back on our CK3 Game of Thrones, or AGOT, as it's called, the mod. We're back with our House Peake playthrough and King Titus, the Dragon Hatcher. Last episode, we gained our full independence from the Iron Throne, and now we are the Kingdom of the Reach. We also have the petty kingdom of the Golden Grove beneath us. Which is funny. Do we have somebody we can marry into the petty kingdom? I don't think so. Anyways, I think we're gonna let them be alive as long as they don't do anything stupid, and then we're gonna give everything to the, our friends the Osgrays, just because I like them. And maybe the Constains as well, if they still exist. Which they do. Elaine Constain. Oh no. House Constain is gonna lose their stuff, it looks like. That's okay. We're unmarried here. After taking the throne, our wife died. Serena Baratheon. She died of cancer. Titus, our player heir, married to Daenerys. Both of them are dragon riders. We have a bunch of dragons around. We can declare war on the King of the Rock. Star Knight needs a worthy successor. Which we don't have any. We'll give Samson Peake here, or Samson Flowers, a teacher. And our grandson Maegor can marry as well. Does he have a dragon, Maegor? He does. Fangrease. Oh, Storm Peake, the Peake Manderley line. Let's look at alliance power here. Absolutely nobody. Maybe we'll wait. Who are we allied with? We are allied with Dorne. We have pretty extensive ties there. And the Aarons and the Vances, who are the Kings of the Trident. We also own a little bit over there because of the red wines, which is funny. Right, I think we're gonna marry. I think we might finish off the, our sister, by the way. She's nicknamed the Queen Maker. There is a Risley. Elise Risley. House Varner. Our niece. Probably not gonna do that. But maybe. Is there a Valerion or a Celtigar that we can, Lord Royce, the Laughing Stag Baratheon. Married. The Hunchback is married. Yeah, not much there. What about a Celtigar, or even a Scales, honestly? She is beautiful. Winton Celtigar. He will not accept. Oh yeah, because of the religion, huh? Well, that sucks. Rainey's Peak it is. Anyways, so we can declare where, holy shit, I'm on the struggle bus. We can declare war. We can also demand a lot of payments here. We're not going to do it from any of our vassals. I don't think we're going to demand any of those payments, really. We don't really need it. Expedition retreat returns. What have you brought us? Another dragon egg. We love it. So we're going to come to our player heir. They don't have any children yet because they just got married, I'm pretty sure. So we'll keep that egg right now. We might actually put it in the dragon pit. I think we'll do that. So we'll come here to our courtiers. This guy's terrible at being... We'll send an egg to the dragon pit. We'll send a lot of these to the dragon pit, actually. I'm gonna keep the cinder egg because it's cool. We'll keep the rest of these. We'll just send those 3 there. Go ahead and improve skills. What lands do you hold? Oh, we'll get a... There'll be a new, Citadel holder. That's okay. The Starry Sept. The Citadel. The High Tower. Right. So we might as well try and enforce a, we are infirm, so we're gonna be dying soon, which is gonna suck. But Titus has lived quite the life here. And I think before he dies... Conduct a terror campaign. We're not at war with anybody. Summon your vassals to bend the knee. We're gonna do that. We're gonna summon everybody to bend the knee. And, we are also going to build up any of these if we can. No, we're all maxed out. We can get another one, though. And I think we'll get some more trebuchets. We'll max out the trebuchets and we'll not worry about stationing them anywhere. And whatever happens, yeah, we'll spend the 80 to try and get our warhorse fixed. Scheme at court. Somebody is trying to kill our knight. Lord Robert Peake enters the throne room and slowly walks towards you. You've come to bend the knee, Lord Robert. I have your grace, he says as he kneels before me. I, Robert of House Peake, swear my loyalty to Titus of House Peake, King of the Andals, the Royal and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms, and Protectors of the Realm. Sorry, but I called thee here to die. Yep, so we're gonna accept his, loyalty. Lord Tarley will accept your loyalty. Lord Riro will accept that. We can also hold court. We'll do. House Storm Peak and House Peak. My lord, or my vassal Lord Robert approaches the throne in middle-aged man and tell. My liege and king, he spouts, my brother Morton Peake seeks the honor of serving in your retinue of knights. He's gonna die soon, but very well. Well, come and be my sworn shield, actually. Well, what stats do you have? Dutiful captain, valued warlike courtier. Honestly, Morton, come and be my bodyguard. Lord Randall Varel and Maynard the Proud Targaryen accuses of unlawfully holding domain over his lands and lords, which would rather be him. The lordship of Darkdale is his prior eerie. He presents that Lady Dalla. Bearing fealty to Lord Maynard has caused an unbalance in the realm. So Dela Brightspire, which is another offshoot house of the High Towers and the Peaks. Dark Dell. Where's this at? Come on, game. Where's Dark Dell at? Yeah, you know what? You can have your ancestral lands back. You've been a loyal vassal. My vassal, Lord Paramel, the Silver-Tongued Tyrell, takes a turn bending my ear before the assembled court. Glorious liege, give me the honor of chronicling your every deed. I will not let you down. You got the job. I think we have our own Grimoire Silvertongue there. We've been called to war against a Liberty War against... You know what? We'll accept it. Oh, shit. We'll accept it. The Daenerys takes to the skies on Gale Glider. Love to see it. The Dragon Pit of Starpike. After months of careful planning and construction, a new dragon pit has been erected in Starpike. Throwing out the first of its kind of Westeros. Oh yeah, so we have 2 of them now. Excellent. And we get a new guy as the head of our... Lady Blackwood, who is married to Vagon Valerion. She's trying to kill somebody. Are you kidding me, man? You wanted that job, and now you're ditching on us? This guy. Get a load of this guy. Do we have a better Dragon Keeper? We do. Our Maester. The Hunchback. But I don't trust the Maesters. I think I'd rather have this guy. We're gonna send some eggs again. We'll do the cream one. Go to Starpike. We will do the brown one. That can go to High Garden. We're gonna keep the Cinder one. The Peake one can go to High Garden. And we'll send one more. We will do the Amtamarine, and that can go to Starpike. Also, by Valor and Strength, he is Marinese. We'll let you marry somebody, bro. Sure. We need a harbor master. Nobody's good at it. So we will put her there. Captain of the Household Guard. Lionel Barner. We'll put you there. Master at Arms. We will put our Lucas Werrell. You can go there. We do need a tutor for a bunch of kids. Armin Greenlay. Go to educate kids. We have a wet nurse. We'll put her in there too. And we will do promote friendship. Friendship. Court Brewmaster is just funny. Lord Horace Frey of the Heightland Heights. You know what, Lord Frey? Be my Brewmaster. And do... Experimental Brew. Right, we have a war to fight, guys. Sorry, I was trailing off. We have a war to fight, which we're gonna aid in. So we're gonna throw down a new rally point here, right before Prince's March. At the Torrent Peak, we'll raise all of our men. Our wife is pregnant. Good to see. And we will take our first army here. Hope everybody is still gathering. We'll take our first army. We'll march south. Take the second siege army. Go there. We'll have these guys come here. And we'll have this army led by him go to Blackmont. So it seems to be our cav army though, so... A gentle giant, Glimmer, Samson Peake's dragon, Samson Flowers, our bastard had a dragon. The concern was less the wall repairs and the more the step beforehand. Ushering a dragon like Glimmer elsewhere, even temporary, is not a task to be approached lightly. As the craftsmen approached, I expected Glimmer to greet them with a tutorial snarl. However, he simply lifted his gaze, eyes shimmering with intelligence that transcended beastly instinct. With a dignified stretch of his wings, he amplified forth, each step deliberate and unhurling, his tail sweeping gently behind him. He settled into the new location with tranquility that eased the tension of the moment. The workers began their toil, casting glances of gratitude and respect towards the dragon, who watched them with placid curiosity. He is accepting. Supporting is good. No, we'll keep accepting. We'll keep accepting on you. We'll pause real quick. We're going to combine those two armies. We're going to combine this massive army. Oh boy. Oh boy, the desert is not fun. It's speaking Dornish. Enemy combatant captured. My spy master is coming to me with a discovery. He is certain our acquaintance Alyssane Bush is scheming against our Knight Malin. Insane villain. Yeah. I could definitely see that. We can knight our squire, which we will do, Maegor Peake. He's been knighted. Our grandson, son of Maegor Peake, our nephew, and Daenerys. We're gonna find you a spouse, buddy. Captain Basella Torrent Peake. You know what? I think... maybe we'll worry about this later. These guys got absolutely crushed. Trying to break the siege. With a tired yet blissful smile, Rhaenys, our queen, presents us with a perfect little son. We're gonna name him... we'll just do Alexander. And we will give him the dragon egg. I'm gonna pause this game real quick. We're gonna go back to that little guy, and we're gonna betroth him to the Targaryen. If we can. I just saw a fray and I almost threw up. Yep, we're gonna betroth her to the Targaryen. Inventory artifact lost. Oh, it was the dragon egg that we gave him. That's okay. We're gonna take these guys. They're fucking dying. They're dying out here in the sand. We're gonna combine them all. Alexander, Devena, very good. I'm not worried about that. We're gonna have that army march there. We're gonna have this elite army come to siege Blackmont. Melissa, honor your contract. She will regret it. So we are going to take the second army with the Cav to regroup there. Well, the first is going to siege out. What? Okay, for some reason... Okay, that's okay. Go and help the army of Sunspear. All of our peasants in one massive army. And we are just going to sit here and not let them take that back while we take Blackmont. And this rebellion should be over. Dragon's first flames, and passing to hear the giddy laughter of Samson. You must be playing with Glimmer. Abandoning my current course, I approach the duo in a scene that is overwhelming. Aware of my presence, Samson says in a giggling fit, again Glimmer, flame Glimmer, and flame spurt from the dragon's maws. Remarkable. Enemy House Yorwick has joined the fight. It's crazy. We're gonna do living off the land. We're gonna crush this army. King of the Reach. Nope. We don't want a bunch of our levies to just die in the middle of the Dornish sand. So we're gonna stay in areas that we can be okay at. We might declare war soon. Inactive accolades. We're gonna appoint a knight of this orange field. It's gonna be Kermit. Want a name there. Family members can get married. Maegor. We need to find a wife for him. Lawrence Tarber. She's quick, we'll go with her. That's alright. Our grandson, Titus Peake, the son of Maegor, also needs a wife. We'll wait for that, I think. Can we get Kingsguard? Can we appoint Kingsguard? Is that a thing we can do? I think we actually need the Iron Throne for that. He's certain that AGOT, my own friend, is scheming against our Knight Hossman. I don't believe that. It's pretty sus, though. We can appoint a worthy successor to the Star Knight. Tago, welcome to the team. Right, we're at war. Let's finish this out. Rufus Nymerius Martell, our grandson, was taken prisoner in combat. That's not good. Dud egg. Yurzak approaches me nervously. My lord, it appears that the brown dragon egg has grown cold. It will never hatch now and one day turn to stone. Unfortunate. Fickle. Content. We'll do content. We'll knight him. Crawl War Banner. It'll be a fine addition to our collection. And we will march to the Yornwood. We're literally just dying. I don't want to invest in a bank. Scheme at court. Someone is plotting to kill our knight Malin again. My half-brother Orleys has been knighted, which is good for him. My son and heir is knighted. We love to see that. Good job, Titus. Prince Alexander of the Reach has Sea Wing. Boy hatched a dragon. Simona comes of age. She's betrothed to the Lord of the Vale. Liberty War is ended. Cool. Everybody go home. Stop dying in the Reach, please. Ailing with age. Aching. By the will of Melees, why am I so sore? I slept well as I usually do, but whenever I stretch, I can feel my bones all but sparking as they scrape against each other. I stare down at my hands, closely observing the nails yellowing with age, a top skin that is wrinkled more than I'd like. We get some stress because we're old. Team discovered. It was a Blackwood. The Fiend. Throw the Lord in at once. We accept your gracious gifts. Undisciplined recruits. And Guy. We'll teach you what we know. Advice rejected. Brother, you know how many wars we've won? Daenerys Peake, our daughter, and Prince Titus, our son and heir, have had twins. You already know. Titus, and you know what? We'll keep it Daenerys. Titus and Daenerys. Easy money. We'll educate him. He will go marshal. Oh, he's clubbed-footed. Clubbed-footed. We'll have somebody educate her in the ways of stewardship. Targo Mott. And... Right, so we gotta hand some of these out. So we're gonna give our player heir Titus. Wait, do you already have a Valyrian steel item? You have Titan's Wrath, that's right. So we are going to give our half-brother, maybe, perhaps, the Valyrian steel halberd, which I think we're just gonna name that gonna name it Peake. And we are gonna gift that to somebody, as well as we're gonna gift the sword. So we're gonna go to our half-brother. We are going to gift you an artifact. You know, we're gonna gift you this dragon egg. The egg appears, well... No, we're not. We're just gonna give you the fine sword. And then, I believe... we will give our... Do we have any other sons? Daughter, daughter, son, daughter, 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 son. You know what? We'll give you the halberd, bro. Little bro. I'm gonna give you the halberd Peake. Strain seeds. No. Hey, ransom. Sure. Whoa, he owns a little bit of whatchamacallit there. Could your we could go for the claim here of the 7 kingdoms and the Iron Throne for Titus. Titus has claims to it. I think we're gonna wait a little bit for our militaries to get a little bit stronger there. Accept these ransoms. We'll ransom him. Ransom her. Ransom. Ransom. Master Andar has come to me with a question on one of my children. Titus, our player, absolutely not, dude. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? No. That's my boy. He's our son and heir. Defender of the Father. We're gonna change this, the name of it. To the dragons. The Dragon's Lance. There we go. Huntmaster and Lancer. I don't know why that was the Defender of the Father. That's kind of crazy. We can make a new accolade here. Stalwart is always good. Outrider Retinue. Can we change this? Yeah, okay. So let's do, put Contender there. Outrider Retinue. Stalwart. And this will be... this will be... Knight of the Marches. Create that accolade. No successor. No successor because he's refusing. No successor because he's refusing. Okay, that's alright. And we have a ton of light footmen. Ransom accepted, ransom accepted. Good, good, good. Honor your contract, man. And, 7 months. So in 7 months, we will declare war. We have a martial perk. Our court brewmaster died. No. We'll grab hit and run. Court artifacts. So in 7 months, we will take betrothal has been betrothed. Or has been fulfilled, I should say. That's the actual term. So we're still allied to the Veil. We're allied to the Trident. We're allied to Dorne. And they're going to help us take the Iron Throne back. And then eventually, they'll bend the knee. Our grandson is knighted. Good for him. Samson's first enrobing as I patiently await the fetching of my clothes. The serpent, So our kid is fucking with us. So we will give you... Is there not marriage rights? Yeah, I'm not worried about that. You're allowed to be called the Petty Kingdom. Questions of gender settled. Sapphire is indeed a male. Interesting. Simona Peake. Yurick approaches me excitedly. You have to come and see what the dragon port is. Haste. One of the dragonades has catch. What will we call it? Believed to be a male. A pink dragon. Who's your parents? Seawing and Sapphire. Oh, wait. Corzion is your parent. Sapphire, Seawing. You know what? Malar. Works for me. Malar has been brought into the realm. Hopefully somebody bonds with him. And I believe soon enough we can go to war. We will drop a rally point there in the Tread Hills. Scheme at court. Somebody is trying to kill one of our knights or our courtiers. Can invite knights, which I think we'll do. Glimmer will get restrained. Yeah, I'm okay with restrained. '18 prowess. You know what? Come on in. A knight has arrived. Welcome to court. Mourning at sadness. Recruited a guest to our court. Yep. Alright. We're going to war. Questions of gender settled. Archael is a male. Okay. Why is it... Ever since that update, all of the dragons are, like, broke. Just a few of them are broke. Which sucks. Yeah, so we're gonna go to war. We're gonna take the Iron Throne. A curse undone. Our niece. Okay, well, bad news bears. We're gonna declare war. Draconically subjugate her. You take her primary title and make her your vassal. So is her primary title the... Seven Kingdoms? Yeah, she can have the Lord Paramountcy of the Crown Lands, because I'll just take it from her too. And King's Landing. I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna pause, we're gonna call all of our allies before they can call theirs. Prince of Dorne, we're calling you to war. King of the Trident, we're calling you to war. Mountains in the Vale, we're calling you to war. The Wolves Wood, we're calling you to war. Captain Magor, we're calling you to war. Queenmaker, we're calling you to war. And then we're gonna raise all here. Go to 2-speed. And then take black, thank you. I guess. So the Veil comes. The Glovers come. The Trident comes. Frost Peaks come. Dorne comes. The Servants of Starpike come, the mercenary company that's part of our family. There's 15,000 men and scorpions. We're gonna intercept them, or... Well, we're gonna see what happens here, actually. There's 30,000 men. You know, we're just gonna wait until we're fully up. Alright, so... This has... 90 trebuchets, go to King's Landing. This has a bunch of basic guys. This has some basic guys. That has 90 trebuchets, go to King's Landing. Oh. Come back. Come back. Queen Yasmin. She's our niece. We're not gonna be a kinslayer. Oh, we got scarred. That's okay. See if we can take a prisoner and end this war easily. Defensive Predator. I toss another slab of meat into the ground and snoop through Sapphire's eyes. Track the meat and flies, or as it flies. Once I step back, begins to devour me. I step forward to throw another in the hiss of complaint. Seems Sapphire is becoming quite territorial. Solidary, cooperative, ferocious. Are you bonded with somebody? We'll grab cooperative. See if we can finish this war before anything bad happens. We're gonna attack Doran, one of the King's Guard. We are going to... We'll take this. I'm the fastest blade in the reach. I'll show you how I heft a sword. Strike, parry, or post. We are victorious. Man. Sir Doran Shoemaker. He's a 60-year-old man. He's alien. He's a member of the King's Guard. He's celibate. Goodbye. Richard will knight you, and we will siege King's Landing. Battlefield combat. We're in another fight here. The Red Keep. We'll attack Dermot. Strike, parry, or post. I will show you how I heft a sword. Fastest blade in the reach. Strike, parry, or post. Goodbye. And we will enter into a duel with the Queen, our niece. We don't want to kill her. We're not going to be a kinslayer. Well, we hope we're not going to be a kinslayer. We will attack first and attack hard. Well, I wait patiently, hoping for a perfect moment to present itself. When none does, I try to positively tip it quick slash that neverthelessly catches Dermot on the knuckles of her sword. Hand. Reflexively, the knuckles open and her weapon clatters to the ground. Dermot and I stare at each other. Oh wait, this isn't Dermot. Wait, what? Oh, this was her guard. Dermot, her guard, okay. So, we're not gonna kill her. We're gonna take her prisoner. She escaped. Crazy. We're gonna grab sappers. That's crazy that she escaped. We're not gonna burn King's Landing to the ground either. We have our niece, the wise Storm Baratheon. The Martells are marching north. Child of our dynasty, my daughter Daenerys has given birth to a daughter since the little one is part of the Peake dynasty. So that's Titus. Eleanor is a beautiful name. Too bad she's a bleeder. We'll educate her with intrigue. Renly. We gotta get these negative traits out of the bloodline. So we're gonna wait until... I guess we can siege. That's already been sieged out. Yeah, we'll wait for these guys to take everything. We'll help the siege of Visinius Hill. We'll wait until the... I don't know what that one is, but until that one's gone. And then we'll march south. We could march straight to Storm's End, but it might be easier if we just take Rosby. Our niece has been imprisoned, that's not good. Captain Magor, you're on our team. Oh, wait. What? Aren't you currently fighting in our war? So we've taken Rosby, now we're gonna go to Castle Stokeworth. And that is the end of the war. Our prisoner Lucifer, Blue Pike, died. That's okay. We're gonna enforce demands. And we're gonna demand... actually, we're not gonna take any kids. We're just gonna enforce the demands. Grand Master of the Iron Throne. It is your capacity as King of the Iron Throne. You will now be assisted by a Grand Maester. So be it. Right, so we now hold the 7 Kingdoms of the Iron Throne, the Lord Paramountcy of the Crown Lands, the High Lordship of Highgarden, the Lordship of the Pale March, the High Lordship of King's Landing, the Lordship of Highgarden, Lordship of Starpike, and Lordship of King's Landing. So we can adopt a centralized administration. The 7 Kingdoms of the Iron Throne must be governed by laws, institutions, and merit, not family inheritance and personal allegiances. The realm is larger this one. I don't think I want to do that. Victory. We're gonna reclaim King's Landing. It is now our realm capital. We're gonna build pilgrim roads, just so that the small folk like us. We've already ascended the throne and been crowned once, so we're not gonna do it again. We have a bunch of these core artifacts. We're gonna disband all of our men. And we're gonna go here. Too many held duchies. We will give the Pale March, the High Lordship of the Pale March, to... Let me clear all these real quick. Right. So we are going to come to Orlys, the Stammerer. Actually, no, we're not. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna come here. We're gonna go to our second son, Alexander. And we are going to grant you the titles of Starpike and the High Lordship of Starpike. We're going to create the title of the Kingdom of the Reach. So we need a Lord Paramount of the Reach. We could keep it ourselves, but we're the king of the damn Iron Throne. We can give it to somebody else, such as Alexander here. Our second son. We're going to grant you the title of the Lord Paramountcy of the Reach. And I think we're going to keep Highgarden as, like, one of our extra little fun places, but Alexander is now the Lord Paramountcy. I'm gonna come here. We're gonna arrange a marriage too. Feudal Master Maynard has been silently seething all evening about a fish offense. I simply cannot understand why you granted the High Lordship of the Pale Marsh Prince Alexander. These lands are... We could give him the Pale March, and then give Alexander High Garden. We'll grant you another title. A scared terror. Feeding time has become a delicate affair with gold fire, revealing and temperate. As an elusive as a morning mist. Today, when the handlers brought in the sheep, its bleating seemed to be unsettle the young worm rather than approaching it with confidence in its kin. Goldfire hung back. Talons. Right, so skittish, bloodthirsty, or accepting. You know what? Whose dragon are you? Titus? You're gonna get bloodthirsty, bro. You demand a trial by combat. Accept. And we are going to reappoint all of these members of the King's Guard. For sure. May the best man win. But we're gonna come over here. I'm absolutely fine with the Petty Kingdom of the Golden Grove. I think that's cool. I kind of like that. So what we're gonna do... is I kind of think it's only right that we give you... Oh, wait. You have Dragonstone. Balon Baratheon. I want Dragonstone. You shouldn't have it. We might go to war over that. Actually, you know what? Okay. I'm gonna take the Stepstones and I'm gonna give it to the Targaryens. Right, so I've taken the Stepstones and I made them mine. Well, not mine, but the ones that we own. We are definitely going to take Bloodstone and rebuild it. But what I'm going to do here is I should have a decision to change these from a pirate haven to a not pirate haven. Let me see here if it's in decisions. You do not fulfill the requirements. I think we need all of them, maybe? Completely control the region of the Stepstones. Okay, so we need to go to war against the Stepstones, and that's what we're gonna need to do. Easy money. I can do that. Accept to pay ransom. I don't care if I'm over the domain limit. That's okay. We're actually going to grant one of these. We're going to grant Skull Blood here to the Targaryens just as a sign of faith, I think. It'll be easier if we do it the other way. So we're going to come here. I'm going to go to the Targs. I'm going to grant you a title. Take both of these for now. Now you shouldn't be angry about it. Nominate a successor. This isn't going to matter right now. So we have a council position. Our King's Guard. We don't like any of these guys. So I think I'm going to put them all to death. Maybe. But these are not people I want as King's Guard members. Probably not, I don't think. I should be... I wish you could, because I'm a new king. I should be able to appoint a new King's Guard. So our Hand of the King here will be Let's do some of all skills. We want somebody who is a Giga Chad. Or somebody that we trust. Somebody who's been along the way since the very beginning. And I think, you know what? I think even though he might not have the best skills... Oh. Is he not even a... Oh wait, that's because it's a Peake one, duh. This is the Peake Targaryen. Right? Or is he a Targaryen? Wait, what the hell? What the helly? No, it is Targaryen. Maynard the Proud. Wait, was it this guy that got mad about not getting a fucking... the High Lordship? I think it was him, actually. Yeah, we're gonna keep Highgarden as a little... our own little thing, but I think I will give him... I mean, we could give them Highgarden and just let them... No, I don't want to do that. If he wants to stay mad, that's alright. Trial by combat victory, justice is served. So, right, so we need a Hand of the King. We can't appoint a Targaryen for some reason. So... is our boy the Hightower there? I don't know. I'm not a fan of just putting, like, Lord Rosby there just because he's good at it. Who's at the Hightower? Leonette Hightower? Nah. You know what? Lord Red One, come be the Hand of the King. And do Oversee Realm. Targo Mott, you can stay there. Lucas Verrill, I think you might just stay there too. Unless we put our son there, no. He just needs to be an heir. And then we have this nobody who is our Master of Whispers, which is great. I kind of like that. Master of Ships. Right. I think you can stay there too. That's okay with me. Hoard artifacts. Can't bring the oak and stone. Do that. The House Peake Dynasty banner, we're gonna put that there. Right. Court event available. Just get wherever you need to go. Nominate a successor. I don't care about getting a successor, because we're gonna take the stepstones anyways. Station of men-at-arms. Oh yeah, I forgot. We lose a bunch of these when we, Sea Watch, gold cloaks. We lose a bunch of the stations when we hand out stuff. Maybe we shouldn't do that. Put these guys at the Red Keep. Get the trebuchets, put them at Visinius Hill. That's okay. So, we now have the Iron Throne. It's not the Seven Kingdoms. It is the Three Kingdoms of the Stormlands, the Reach. Well, actually, it is the Golden Grove, the Reach. So 1, 2, 3, and then the Crown Lands, which is 4. And I want Dragonstone to be mine. And we're gonna go to war in the Stepstones too. So can I just, like... Okay, cool. I can't just chronically conquer these. So we are going to put a rally point here. And then I'm going to pause the game and I'm going to declare war on all these. So we're going to declare war, draconically conquer. I'm going to declare war. That would mean we'd have to go to war with Tyrosh. I can probably get that later. Then we're gonna come here, raise all. And I don't think these people are gonna have a good time. Realistically. Wait, is the Iron Island still part of the Iron Throne? Oh my god, it is! I want House Drum to be my Lord Paramount of the Iron Islands. Can I pause the game real quick? So Titus Peake takes Goldfire into the skies. That's pretty cool. So come over there. And then let's just obliterate the rest of these guys. So this is Sapphire, who has Bloodthirsty and Cooperative, the dragon of Princess. My Little Monster, keep Defiant. Yeah, go ahead and keep it. My little monster. Our little monster. House Peake's little monster. So we'll come to Tyrosh. And honestly, we could totally burn burn this place down. I don't care. Sea Wing. Our son Alexander's dragon. A dragon should be well fed and easily trained. Ferocious, restrained, aggressive. We'll do aggressive. And, well, I was gonna say we could totally burn the city to the ground. Is Tyrosh at war with multiple people? Yeah, they are. Fascination discovered. Sappers. Cool. Call to war, my dear brother. The invasion of Lys? Sure. We'll help with the invasion of Lys. We're already here. So we'll just march across the mainland here. One of our counselors died. Adrian Greenlaw. The Dragon's Faith. You know what? We gotta know the truth. We're gonna call the Dornish in to war. Just to help us clean up some of this. Thank you. So we need a new Master of Laws, I believe. And you know what? Lord Foxglove, come and be our Master of Laws. Danny's Glover died, I believe. We'll go ahead and get Strategist. No, we'll keep our main force here to try and clean up these guys. Blackhorn brings forth a clutch. We've been blessed by 2 eggs. Sweet. I mean, we'll just have these guys march on leash, I guess. We win this war. Love it. So be it. We can have everybody else focus on going up against Lys, which we will do. And then I'll probably call it after this episode. We might not be able to form the Kingdom of the Stepstones yet, but we're clearing up a lot. Oh no, Lord Vance died. Oh no, Migor Peake died. War's over. We'll disband the boys. So, after fighting that battle, I don't know what... Oh, maybe our guys that died got some of this? What do you guys have? Okay, so we're going to come to decisions now that we have the stepstones. We might need to actually form the duchy here. So we'll come to a stepstones claim. I said we'll come to a stepstones claim. We will form the Kingdom of the Stepstones. So now the Stepstones is a High Lordship. Oh, our brother died, Magor. That sucks. He was murdered. Maybe that's why we got a bunch of the stuff here. We're gonna convert pirate dens to feudalism. A new era. The old ways have served us well, and we will always honor them. However, as the King of the Iron Throne, I have concluded that we must adopt feudalism and the principles. So, we're gonna purge all the pirates. And why is some of this the High Lordship of the Golden Road? So we're gonna form a bunch of these High Lordship ones. And we are gonna come here to Bloodstone. We're actually gonna High Lordship of the Skull Tides. Can we create that? We can. Right, so we got some High Lordships to throw out. So the Stepstones themselves, we're gonna come here to Bloodstone Lair. And Seat of Bloodstone. Can we not build the... Okay, so it does have a special building. I thought there was one more, too, that, that could be built. A special one. Oh, this is Ricaro's fort, not Damon's fort. Oh, it's probably because of the start date. That explains a lot, yeah. It's probably because of the start date. Anyways, so we are going to come here. And we're going to go to the Targaryens. So, Master Maynard, the Proud. We're going to come to... Aegon, do you have a son? You could potentially have a son. Aegon Targaryen, we're going to grant you titles. We are going to give you Bloodstone, the Lordship of Bloodstone, and the High Lordship. I'm going to change that, I think. So we'll come here to the Lordship of Bloodstone, customize title, and then start from scratch. We're just going to throw on the Targaryen. Oh, wait, I did it wrong. Good enough. And I want to copy that just because I don't want to have to go through and... Right, so those Targaryens get that. Hagon has Bloodstone Lair. Gives all that. And then... the stash. We are going to go to our... Holy shit, we need a new caravan master. Nobody's there, but that's okay. We'll go through all of these. We're gonna come here. We're gonna grant you titles. You've been a loyal guy. Give you Skull Hammer, Liar's Mark, and Skull Tides. Steelworth, yeah. We'll also just copy your coat of arms and replace it. We're also gonna make him. We're gonna grant you title. We're gonna give you the Lord Paramountcy of the Stepstones, and grant that. I don't know why he has these. So real quick, I'm gonna take them away from him and give them to the Targ. So while I was doing some editing or granting of titles and whatnot, we're gonna give this guy Grey Gowl. And, yeah. We've been declared war on by some pirates. To the brooding King Titus, your low character and subject of mummers shows us. So it's just a bunch of pirates. That's okay. We're gonna rally the forces here, and we're gonna eradicate them. Is what's gonna happen. That should be more than enough. We'll combine them all into one force. We'll come and break the siege, and we'll murder a bunch of pirates because they have no good guys. And while I'm doing that, I will continue to go into here. And I just want to make sure that a lot of these titles have been made. So, Torture's Deep. Just gonna... Oh, wait, no! It's not what I wanted. Lord Paramountcy, we'll make that the... Paste from clipboard. Make that a Targ thing. It's hard being a king. An oath fulfilled. Garwin. Garwin Cholmud, a nobleman, has fulfilled his solemn oath and has departed the world under the mantle of his white cloak. Bring me the greatest knights of the realms. Great lords will send... Can we make... Yeah, you know what? Bring us the greatest knights of the realm. So... These guys are old as shit. Lothar Stagtree. You know what, Lothar? Welcome to the White Cloaks, brother. Let's go and kill these pirates. I would be honored to serve in your Kingsguard. My Kingsguard Lothar kneels before me, swearing to exchange his life for mine, to obey my word and keep my confidence, to speak his mind or hold his tongue at my beck, and to defend the honor of my name, my dynasty, and my throne. He rises, pledging to me with all of his strength to give his life and protect me. Rise, Sir Lothar of the Kingsguard. Oh no, we're massively in debt. Let's kill these guys. We're gonna kill this guy. So be it. Disband everything. Should make all of our money back very quickly. That person sent a gift. That person will pay ransom. Clear a lot of this out. I think it's because we're missing some positions here. So we're just gonna keep the game paused while I go about doing this. There's a lot of extra things in here. So, Lordship of Tiger's Island, the small little one here, we will grant to... I don't know. Do we have somebody... So sandstones. We will grant this to somebody, obviously. Actually, I'll look at this later. Maybe next episode. We've taken up a lot of time, but thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you would do so. And, thank you guys for watching. And hopefully soon enough it will be House Peake on the Iron Throne. Peake Garion, because a lot of them have dragon's blood from the Targs. But, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Help me get to 500 subscribers. It would be very great. I'd be very thankful for all of your help. And... take it easy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.